Hi. Um, so for the first part, how did your clinical experience in QI project promote growth and development and personal characteristics? For our QI project, we went and I worked in a group and we did PPE, and with that we just went to review the importance of PPE. And doing this project, I believe I practiced a lot of self-awareness and self-control, and how it's appearing to others. For example, when reviewing with the nurses, we didn't want to come across as scolding because that would just get their defenses up, and we didn't want them to become defensive just because if that would happen, they wouldn't retain probably as much information as if, we were open. So what we tried to do is just make sure, being self-aware, that we're having our language that we're using, and even the body language that we were using while we were presenting, just didn't come across as negative or anything like that. EQ skills of empathy. Describe a situation that challenged your empathy skills. What did you learn about your degree of empathy? During clinical, I think maybe one experience that challenged my empathy was there was a patient. She was on a diabetic diet, and she wasn't my patient, but she had her call light on a lot. So I was, in there answering call light, and she was just really wanting all of this different kinds of food that she couldn't have, and then she was wanting a lot of just like little random things done. And even if before I left, I was like, do you need me to do anything else for you before I leave? She was just always back on the call light, and after a while, I was like, man, this is frustrating. But I just kind of, took a step back and realized, this isn't probably where she wants to be. And so I just kind of like, went in the room, talked to her, and I felt that helped a lot. We got more on the same page. Basically, it was just me listening and actively asking questions, and that just kind of helped put her at ease. And after that, she was a lot better. She didn't really hit the call light every 15 minutes. So I think it just made me realize, to be patient, and when I do get frustrated, take a step back and kind of take it from another perspective. EQ social skills of conflict management. Give an example of a conflict that was encountered. I personally didn't have a conflict while at clinical. It was interesting. I mean, following around my preceptor, who's a nurse leader. There was one time she had to go to bed meetings, and just the whole hospital was really short-staffed. So she had to give up a nurse to go to a unit that was really critically short. And when she came back, one of the nurses was just so upset. And, was like, why did you send her? Why did we get floated? Our unit's super short anyways. We need to worry about our unit. They need to worry about theirs. And I thought my preceptor handled it really well. I mean, she practiced integrity and respect for the patient, or for the nurse. And, the nurse, she was still mad, but, my preceptor just kind of gave her a point of view. I understand, but, like, as a team, the other unit was very short. We still have to give a nurse. I'll help you in any way that I can. I didn't want to float anyone either, but we just have to, work as a team. And I think when she kind of said that, the nurse kind of calmed down a little bit and was more, she was still upset, but she was more okay with what happened. So that was kind of cool to see. EQ social skills of time management. What time management skills were required of you this semester? I think a lot of time management is important this semester. I mean, I switched to go PRN at work to better manage school, because I knew that this semester you were going to have to be flexible. So, and if something did pop up or something did happen, it was a lot easier for me to be like, okay, yeah, I can do that, more accommodating to others, because my work schedule was also so flexible. I would advise future nursing students to remember to put school first. A lot of people, they're like, oh, I need to work. Well, you need to probably finish school first. And also to remember the importance of friends and family. For example, if you have plans Friday and Saturday and you have a lot of homework, maybe skip out on Friday plans and then still do Saturday. Don't not go hang out with your friends and family, because I think that is still important to your emotional and mental health. Describe examples in personal growth that provides evidence of pre-licensure knowledge. This clinical, I was able to demonstrate competency in safety and minimizing the risk to patients. For example, when giving medication, scanning the barcodes, and then on the unit I was at the continuing care unit. There's a lot of elderly patients there, and it's important to make sure we have the bed alarm set and the chair alarm set, because a lot of those elderly patients may forget that they do have an IV, and then they get up and it may pull out, or they may trip. So it's just important that we are aware when they are getting up. Another competency I believed I achieved personal growth in was patient-centered care. For example, by communicating to a patient while doing an assessment, I can learn their preferences and share those with other staff members. For example, when I was doing a head-to-toe assessment, I was talking with a patient, and she had mentioned to me that she prefers, to take showers at night. She wished she could do that before she goes to bed. So I shared that with the tech, says, hey, just so you know, patient, blah, blah, blah. She would really like it if she could get a bath at night instead of the morning, and just kind of sharing that information so it can be passed on. With completing the QI project, I was also able to help improve the quality and safety on the unit. So by making a poster that lists the steps of how to don and doff PPE, and also identifying new steps that the infectious disease department wanted us to implement, such as family members when going into contact rooms for C. diff, really strongly suggesting that they do wear the PPE, and the hand washing, just because the hand washing will most effectively kill the spores. Next, how has the QI project impacted your perception on the degree of influence students can have on quality improvement with existing staff nurse? I think the QI project has helped me gain confidence in taking that leadership role and being able to find needs for improvement, and then just being able to do something, a poster, a presentation, to help improve the unit, improve the staff. And I think it was also really cool. We did a presentation to Nursing 115 students, and presenting to them, I felt like really helped. It was cool because here they are going into it, and everything was just kind of wide-eyed, and just kind of giving that presentation and really showing step by step. I felt was really cool just to see them learn. And in addition to the QI project, include examples from care delivery and working with your leadership. How did your preceptor contribute to your leadership experiences? I really enjoyed my preceptor. I would recommend her to anyone. She was very open and understanding, and she was also very flexible. So if something did come up, we could work out the schedule together. She made me feel very comfortable, and I could always go to her for questions. One of my goals I have for this semester was, to try and be more comfortable in patients' rooms when giving meds. I feel like I always, get super nervous, and I feel like the patients know I get super nervous, and we just kind of worked on that in steps like we did. She went in to get them the first day, she gave the meds. The second day, I gave the meds while she was in the room. We just kind of took those gradual steps, and then by the end, I was able to just go into rooms I felt very comfortable going into rooms by myself and giving those like medications, being able to drop insulin and heparin, it was a lot better, and I really appreciated that, and she was very patient. Another personal goal I had for this semester was just being able to, be able to time manage more patients. And granted, because she was a nurse leader, we didn't get we never had, over 5 patients or even over 3 patients. But, the mornings we come in, we have 3 patients, and it was fun. I like to be able to time manage and, get all my stuff done early, and then, maybe be able to help other people. And so, I like that, going in, be able to practice, like getting my assessment done, getting my meds done, and yeah, I really liked it. I would recommend my preceptor to anyone. Thank you.